When your agent builds an app today, the real question is no longer, can it write the code? The more important question is, who grants it product permissions? With Codex Sites, role-based Codex plugins, and new Copilot extensions, coding is shifting from developer assistance to a platform. Agents can create shareable workspaces and internal mini-products there. The visible outcome after this video, you can assess which permissions, reviews, and access levels your team must clarify. Do this before an agent turns a prompt into a production tool. Why does this matter now? OpenAI no longer describes Codex only as a software development tool. According to the provided OpenAI sources, more than 5 million people use Codex weekly. A growing share comes from knowledge work rather than traditional development. At the same time, the site's documentation says Codex can create, save, deploy, and inspect hosted websites, web apps, and games. That is a different responsibility than a code suggestion in an editor. The failure pattern looks like this. A team treats agent output as a draft, but the platform already treats it as a small product. An interactive page can be a dashboard view, a project board, a review hub, or a lightweight internal tool. If access, data storage, and publishing are unclear, this is not a narrow technical problem. It becomes a product governance problem. The first decision is therefore who may extend the agent at all. In Codex, this happens through plugins that bundle apps, skills, instructions, and workflows. That is practical because teams reach finished workspaces faster, but it also increases the agent's reach. If a plugin connects data analysis, design, sales, or finance work, model quality is not the only decision. What matters is which systems are connected and which actions are allowed. The second decision is what is a draft and what is live. The site's documentation clearly separates save a version from deploy a version. That is the central control point. A saved version is a reviewable candidate. A deployed version is a production deployment with a URL. For teams, that means agents may build quickly but must not automatically release more broadly. Before deployment, review the build, source changes, possible database migrations, secrets, and target audience. The third decision is who may see the app. Sites has access levels such as owner and admins only, workspace access or custom groups. This is exactly where experimentation differs from responsible operations. An internal customer review page, a financial scenario planner, or a launch hub does not automatically contain public information. Therefore, the first release should be narrow. Expand access only after content, data, and purpose have been reviewed. And now Copilot enters the picture. The radar context shows that GitHub is also positioning Copilot more strongly as a surface for embedded agents. It does so with an SDK, agent apps in the marketplace, a desktop app, and further agent features. The shared market trend is not the best chat writes the best code. The trend is agents become part of proprietary products and team processes. Responsibility therefore moves from the prompt layer into architecture, permissions, and review processes. My practical checklist is short. First, define an owner for every agent app. Second, separate the build, saved review version and deployment. Third, keep access narrow by default. Fourth, review connected data and secrets separately from the UI. Fifth, treat new agent SDKs and agent apps as product surfaces, not chat toys. The open question remains, how much of this can platforms enforce cleanly themselves? And how much must companies solve in their own processes? That will determine whether agents become truly productive or merely create unclear internal tools faster. What is your biggest takeaway? Let me know.